Hello, this is Tyrone Taylor with Junkers101.com. Also, going to start a new site. I'm going to gradually move into it. Just a better name, easier for people to move. Simply theflipman.com. That's theflipman.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, it should be to the right of your screen. I'm not sure which one, but to the right of your screen, the link there take you to Junkers 101, but eventually it's going to become theflipman.com. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Also rate the video before I get into this tip, and any comments are welcomed. But basically, I want to talk to you about assignment fees and double closings. Both of those techniques are used to close the deal, and that's how you get paid. As anyone that has watched any of my videos, you already know that I'm an assignment fee guy. I've only done one double closing in my real estate career, and that was in error by the title company that I did the deal with. They were not sure on what I actually wanted, because they had never done an assignment fee. So when we got to closing, I wasn't aware that they were setting up a double closing. And when we got there, I was just the seller and I they said, you need to sign this, Tyrone, so I didn't question at the time. I sort of knew where it was going. And so then the buyer came in, and I signed with him. So I said, well, wait a minute. That I ended up paying about $600 in closing fees, and I was like, no, that's not what I intended. So the buyer, he got, I guess, a little answer. He thought I was going to pull out of the deal, which I wasn't. Not for $600. I think I was going to make about $7 grand on that deal, but I still wanted my money if I could get it. But if not, I was going to let $600 keep me from making $6,300. So anyway. But he agreed just to write me a check for the closing costs there. So what I did is I explained to them in the future on how to set up an assignment fee, and it was just because it's so simple. They were like, oh, okay, we didn't know that's what you wanted. Even though I sent over instructions on how to handle that. So basically, let me explain. An assignment fee is where you have a contract with the seller. There's two ways to do it. You have a contract with the seller at one price, and you can collect an assignment fee, just a flat fee that you charge your buyer to take your position in the deal. That's the assignment fee. Say if it was $5K, that's what the assignment fee would be noted on the actual HUD-1 statement. The way I do it, I just use two simple contracts. I use the same contract for the seller and the buyer. I just trade positions. With the seller, I'm obviously the buyer. With my buyer, I become the seller. So what I'll do is I'll send the contracts over to the title company, both of them, or the closing attorney, whoever's handling it for us, and I'll just include an instruction sheet on how the funds will be dispersed as far as closing costs and what the seller will receive and what I will receive via an assignment fee. Now, I don't hide anything, because it's all going to come out in the paperwork anyway. Now, some people, that's basically how you do an assignment fee, but with the double close, even though I don't do it, I understand how it works. A lot of people like to use that because they don't want the seller to know what they're getting out of the deal, and they don't want the buyer to know what they're getting out of the deal. That's their preference. I just prefer to just to be upfront with everyone. The seller got what we agreed upon, and the buyer just getting what we agreed upon. It shouldn't be any problems. I've only had one problem out of all the deals I've done, and we still resolved it right there at the closing table. But with the double close, you're basically doing just that. You're setting up two closings. The first closing will be with you and the seller. The second will be with you and your buyer. And they close them. You are on the deed just for a short time frame in order to make that transaction happen. So there's going to be paperwork for two transactions. with a lot of REOs, that's a method that is tried, attempted, and there are different techniques on how to do that, which I'm aware of. I've never done it before, but I understand how it works, and I wouldn't have a problem putting something like that together. But the double close is just something that I don't personally use because I don't see the need, because I'm up front with everyone involved in the transaction. As I said, I'm not knocking it or anything, just not my preference. But this is Tyrone Taylor with Junkers101.com, also known as theflipman.com. Tell a friend about the site, rate the video. Don't forget, obviously I have the 2 options on my course with the one-on-one mentoring. I have the online version. I'll walk you through your first 3 deals, and then I have the 3-day event in your city, one-on-one or with the group, where I'll train you, and that comes with lifetime mentoring. If you have any questions or comments, please just call me, 205-492-3425. You can email me or text me. That's fine. I look forward to doing business with you. Please rate this video, and look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.